We need to go ahead and face the truth, and the facts of the matter is that we live in a system where criminals are protected in this so-called justice system, and law-abiding citizens are unprotected in this justice system. It's a sad state of affairs when people are more afraid of the laws that are on the books than someone who wants to do them evil and do them harm. I mean, a sad state of affairs. Of course, my consciousness is this. You have to understand, if you lived any amount of time on this earth at all, every day is a gift. It really truly is. But the day that someone chooses to impose upon you, to do evil against you, this is the way your mindset needs to operate and think. Because if you look at history, a lot of people died. I mean, died at a very early age. And a lot of people die now. I mean, you look at this system right here. The rich is sending our young men and women to war. Their sons and daughters set up in their seal houses and homes. They go to college. They rule over us with rigor through their laws. They get all the jobs to where hair grows up underneath your hand. And we have to get out there in order to fend and carve out a living, work for them. And the only employment that there really truly is to go put your ass out there in front of a damn bullet in front of a firefight. The military, hey, they're very selective now about people. It's amazing psychology what this country does. Whenever the economy is doing well and nobody's thinking about going out there putting their butt in the sling in order to allegedly so-called fight for this country, which I've come to find out that you're not really truly fighting for this country. You're fighting for the bottom line and the profits of the corporations. And that's a very painful thing in itself to know. But it's very painful when you realize this particular truth right here. But when the economy is doing well, nobody wants to join the military. But when the economy is doing bad or about to do bad, the first thing they do is they create a false flag, make some type of terrorist attack and stuff, and they appeal to the patriotic nature of those who love their country. Who wouldn't love their country? You understand? I often remember the Willie Lynch letter, though. Willie Lynch told you people out there who set up this system, the last thing you want to do is let these people know who they are, because their mind would have a recall and they will gravitate back towards that. That's what's happening with me. A metamorphosis is taking place. I'm no longer blinded to the system that they have presented to us. Now, I'm not going to teach our sons and daughters to go out there and fight for this wicked country while their sons and daughters live a plush life. You mean to tell me the best you have to offer is when somebody dies for this country, there's a ceremony and taps and a flag draped over their coffin, goodbye, good riddance, and so the hell on? No, I'm not falling for that deception. I'm going to educate and teach everybody who listens to me the truth of what's really truly going on. Well, anyway, the military now is one of the greatest employers that there is, because there it's the only place where people can actually get a good job, or what you call a good job with good pay, decent pay. Starting off as a private, you can get decent pay, more than you can if you worked out here at these dismal employment rates. If you're just working for Walmart or BP or whoever knows what, you can actually do better in the military. They deceive people and hook them in the jaw with the college education thing. And next thing you know, you find your ass out there with 3 tours over in the sand against somebody who ain't never done nothing against you, ain't never started nothing against you. And as a matter of fact, when you really truly look at this, they never have ever even attacked us. Oh, I know what they say, but We fall for the propaganda all the time. We deserve exactly what we get, and that comes from lack of education that our leaders refuse to give us and stuff. Because there's always going to be sellouts, and no matter what you do in life, there's only going to be a few people of honor and integrity, but there's always going to be hypocrites. There's always going to be people who sell out, who are just not totally honest with you. They expect you to be honest. They expect for you to be forthright. They expect for you to be holy. They expect for you to be everything that they expect, but they themselves give themselves a pass, and they don't expect any divine character traits out of themselves at all. That just seems to be the world we live in. That's why you need to develop discernment up here to know who the hypocrites are and the ones who are not. Let me tell you something. If somebody removed themselves out of your life and stuff, and they've been nothing but a liability, that's an advantage to you. It really truly is. But those of you who have a spirit the way you love slander and stuff, hey, love deceit and falsifying, keep doing what you're doing. Fill up the measure of your cup. It's a sad state of affairs, though, when we live in a country where people are more afraid of the laws than they are of criminals. It's very sad.